What up, YouTube? G4 Leader here once again. And okay, for y'all who have checked out my MySpace and shit, y'all know I'm a big fan of the UFC and MMA fighting and all that shit. But I guess on my MySpace, I've been getting a lot of questions. People asking me why do I like the UFC and why do I diss WWE and shit like that, and why I don't watch WWE and TNA and all that other shit. I mean, people really think I hate that shit. Like, but truth be told, I don't hate WWE. Like, it's quite different. I don't hate the WWE, TNA. I don't hate any of that shit. Like, really, WWE has been like a big part of my past. I mean, it's been such a part of my past. I was watching it back when it was called WWF. So, I mean, back when I was a kid, me, my brother, my uncles, and cousins and shit, we'd all get together and watch Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night SmackDown. I mean, that was like a family tradition for the guys in my family and shit, you know. We loved that shit, you know. And when they had pay-per-views like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania and shit, we had ordered that shit and turned that shit into a party. We ordered a whole bunch of food and everybody get together, gather around the TV and shit, gather around the big screen TV, and we watched that boy together. I mean, when I was a kid, I loved it, you know. It's just, I grew up from it. That's the only difference now. It's like, I'm an adult now and I just don't like none of that fake shit. Like, when you a kid and shit, you can't tell none of that shit is fake. Like, you thinking all that shit is real. You know, all the blood they be doing, people getting hit with steel chairs and cage matches and shit. You be honestly thinking that shit is real. But I guess when I started growing up and shit, you know, I started looking at it real closely. I'm like, okay, he's bleeding and he ain't no scratch on his head, you know. Magic blood coming out of nowhere. You know, you just started realizing that shit is fake. Like, 99% of that shit is fake. I mean, granted, people really do get hurt, but that shit is really fake and shit. And I just don't like. And it's another part I didn't like is all the drama they had in that shit too. Like, there was so much talk. It was more talking than actually was wrestling. Like, somebody didn't like somebody, you know, so they'd come out and call somebody out. It was so much talking, so much drama and shit. I mean, you would think it was like a fucking soap opera, and that's kind of what it was. It was a soap opera for guys and shit, you know. And soap opera for guys, two guys don't like each other and they wrestle, you know, and do that fake shit. And I don't know, I just don't like that shit. I just grew out of it. I mean, I don't hate it. It's a big part of my childhood and shit, but I just grew out of it. And when I discovered the UFC, it was just a whole different experience. People really get knocked the fuck out. I mean, when people bleeding, ain't no fake blood. They got their heads cracked open. It ain't nothing fake about the UFC. They do real martial arts and shit, real wrestling, real jujitsu, real all of that. All that shit is just straight up real. The injuries are real. I mean, there's like a huge difference between UFC and WWE. WWE is more like entertainment, you know. I don't know. It's more like drama. It shouldn't even be in athletics. It should be a drama. I mean, if I want to watch drama, I watch The fucking Bold and the Beautiful. I watch fucking Guiding Light. If I want to watch some fucking soap opera ass shit, you know. I want to see some real athletes fight each other, you know. I mean, I want to see some real knockouts. I want to see some real wrestling, some real fighting and shit. The UFC definitely provides in that area. People do get knocked the hell out in that shit. I mean, and I guess that's why I started taking MMA and shit, because UFC, I don't know, I'd possibly be in my future someday, you know. I mean, I'm a pretty good fighter myself, and watching the UFC definitely inspires you. I mean, WWE, I don't know. I still respect it as a business and shit. It's making its money, but I don't know. I just don't like that shit. I mean, I just don't like that shit anymore. I grew up with it, but I just can't sit there and watch it. I mean, shit like The Undertaker. Let's take him for example. This is a grown-ass man that puts on eyeliner and shit, put on some little makeup and shit, then walk to the ring and want to wrestle and shit. How the fuck is you supposed to take that shit seriously? I know the fuck I can't. That's real homo to me. I mean, back when I was a kid, The Undertaker was my favorite wrestler and shit. But now I just look at him and I just be like, what the fuck was I thinking, you know? I mean, this a man in eyeliner and he want to wrestle, you know? Calling himself Dead Man and shit, you know? I don't know. Just mad corny to me now. UFC don't got none of them gimmicks. It's just straight, we scheduled to fight, let's fight each other, you know? And if somebody got a problem with somebody, they really do fight. They really do fighting for real, you know? So, but don't get me wrong and shit. I don't hate the WWE. I don't hate TNA. I don't hate professional wrestling. I don't hate that shit. It's a big part of my past. I got mad respect for it, but it's just, I grew out of that shit. I'm an adult now, and I want to watch some real shit now. So, that's all I can say is, I just grew out of it. The UFC is just where I'm at now. It's just something I really like now. But yeah, I hope that answered the question that people was asking me. I hope I answered it thoroughly enough. And if you haven't checked out my MySpace, go add me on MySpace and go add me on Facebook. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to address that question for everybody. G for a leader. I'm out.